Going to move right along. Mike Harrell of Harrell Automotive joining us now with our weekly segment, You Auto Know. Hi, Mike. It's great to have you.
Here.
Yeah, we've got a couple great questions today. I'm going to start right off with the first one. I love this. I parked my car in our garage, and it has been attacked by rodents 3 times now. I've had to have wires replaced because of them being chewed on. The last time they chewed on my air cleaner, and I had to have it replaced. I've tried mothballs, and it's not stopped them. What can I do to stop them from fine dining on my Lexus?
Boy, those critters, they love wires. They love the coating on the wires, and they tend to go after that more so than anything else on your car. Mothballs don't really help. In my experience, we use bounce dryer sheets. Actually, when we have a customer come in, it's very common to have wires chewed by rodents. We recommend putting these dryer sheets tucked up underneath your dash or even in the engine compartment to keep the rodents away from the critical areas.
They don't like
They
that
just
smell?
don't like the smell.
They don't, and it smells much better than mothballs.
Yeah, it
really.
does.
And it sounds like it's a relatively cheap, inexpensive solution here.
Yeah, a box of those dryer sheets, you probably have some at home.
Yeah, why do they get up in there? Is it the warmth of the engine that they're attracted to?
Sometimes it's the warmth of the motor, but if they're in the cab of the car, it's a non-windy, nice place for them to build a nest in a home. And there's some things there that they like to eat. Those wires have a coating on them. I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that the lubricant they use to extrude the wires has an animal fat in it, which makes it more attractive to rodents.
Of course.
Okay, bounce sheet.
Yeah.
I like that solution.
Simple
Easy,
solution.
Simple and cheap.
Yes, exactly. All right, here's our next question. I have a sloshing type noise when I start and stop my Silverado. It sounds like water is in my dashboard. That can't be good.
No.
What is it, and can I fix it myself? This question coming in from Jack.
Well, if there's liquid in your dashboard, it's one of 2 things. It's either going to be coolant and it's leaking into your HVAC box, or it could be water also. Condensation from your air conditioner can build up in that box, and if the vent or the vent would be clogged for that condensation and it's not allowing it to come out, it doesn't take much. I've found a little bit of a spider web in there or even a leaf getting caught up in that vent. If you could find the vent, it's usually on the firewall outside of the vehicle. It's a little rubber tube that comes out and it's pinched together to only allow things to drip out and not come back in. If you could pinch that, maybe get rid of what's obstructing it. If it is just water, if it's coolant, I say you'd probably have to go to a shop.
Yeah,
Bring it in,
most likely.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd take it in.
I'm still thinking of these rodents that
They're dining on the wires.
They are so intrusive too. They get everywhere.
And then it sounds like that would be an expensive fix if they did get into the wires and have to completely replace.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
It depends on how much damage they've done and where they've done that damage.
Do you see it more often in cars that are in garages or cars that are parked outside on a regular basis?
A mixture of both, but I'd say probably more so indoors.
Really?
Wow.
That's so
And is it mice? What else?
I would say we have mice, chipmunks, squirrels, all sorts of little rodents that could get in there. We find a lot of animal food, dog food and cat food up underneath your dash because they'll take the stuff and burrow it along with the nuts and things like that that they normally will store with their at their home. Basically, they're making a nice home.
Goodness, get them out of there with bounce sheets.
Who knew?
Oh, yeah.
That's all you got to do. And hey, if you have a question that you would like to send right to Mike, you can ask at youautono.org. That's the email address where you want to send those questions, and we'll answer them right here on Tuesdays with Michael Harrell.
Every
Mike.
Tuesday.
Yeah, love it.
Good to have you here.
When we